And good evening. Good evening, attorney.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, dyan na naman yung mic mo. Hello, sino?
Parang mabagal yung aking internet eh.
Hindi, you're okay. You're
Okay lang.
okay. Oh, how about my signal? Ay, good evening sa inyo.
Okay naman.
Greet muna tayo.
Oo, mag-greet tayo.
Oo, greet muna. And gawin ko yung ginagawa mo na pinapanood mo habang tayo para makita ko. Last time pala, hindi gumagalaw yung screen nyo, no? Sorry, ha? Hindi ko alam, eh. Yeah, so I will try to do what you're doing, ha? So, how do I do that? Okay. I can click ba itong ano? Itong running? Tama ba?
Teka, magbukas muna ako ng ilaw. Ang dilim pala dito.
Okay. So, sino nandyan? Sino nanood ng SONA? Si Ahmed, nanood dito na SONA eh, no?
Hindi ako nakapanood. Nag-usap kami ni Trixie.
Oh, hindi rin nanood siya ni Trixie. Nandun siya.
Nanood siya, pero naka-jam kasi yung walang live.
Oh, nakita ko yung post niya. Para siyang mag-attend ng tawag nito, party sa bahay ni Captain Tiago.
Ganun yata yung pinasuot sa kanya eh, nung ano.
Di ba ganun yung description sa Noli Tangere? Yung mga kasuotan ng mga kababaihang pumupunta sa bahay ni Captain Tiago ba? Tama ba ako? Si Captain Tiago yung yung sikat doon na mayaman? Sino ba yung tatay niya, no? Captain Tiago. Tapos doon din pumupunta si... tapos
tatay din adoptive mother ni Maria Clara.
Tapos laging bumibisita doon si Padre Damaso.
Silang lahat naman mga praile.
Kasi yun parang pinaka nila, tambayan. So habang busy ang lahat at very engrossed dun sa nangyaring SONA, ito na tayo, no? Hindi natin pwedeng pakawalan yung ating subject matter na pino-pursue, no? For sure. Okay. Ganito yung tanong. Meron ba kayong nakita doon na any indication sa SONA ni Pangulong BBM? Maglagay kayo dito sa comments, ha? Na meron siyang binabalak na i-persecute yung mga minorities. Ano minorities? Hindi lang yung mga cultural minorities, ha? Pati na rin yung philosophical and political. Hindi kasi yun yung main characteristic ng yung kalaban ng ating mga pluralist liberal elitist. Yung kalaban nila ay yung mga populist. Diba? So yung mga populist daw na leaders ay mga mga tinutugis nila yung mga minorities, tama? Or yung hindi kasama dun sa popular inaapi nila. Okay, inaapi. So is there any indication from today's SONA that there is a legislative proposal from Malacanang that would tend to disenfranchise, or ano pa mga terminology maganda din, attorney?
Disenfranchise, marginalize, ano pa?
Persecute, no?
Persecute.
O di kaya ano pa mga huwag naman yung patayin, grabe naman yun, no? Yung
discriminate against.
Discriminate against. Meron ba kayo nakitang ganon?
Na plano?
Ha? Ito si Dennis Ronda, philosopher to. Si Dennis Ronda, hindi philosophy to?
Hindi. Si HK yan eh. Membro lang ng pep squad yan siya. Magaling yan sumayaw at magano.
Akala ko philosophy to.
Squad. Hindi yung philosophy. Paano naging philosophy yan ang itim-itim yan?
Hindi.
Parang kulay lang kami yan.
Kuya Coach.
Kuya
Yung
Coach.
nagkukuya quotes, philosophers lang yung mga nandun. So kayo, meron ba kayo? May dating sa akin yung nakakakay? Liquidate o may
Meron ba kayo?
ililiquidate pa o sabi. May narinig ba kayong mga ganun? Ililiquidate yung mga... okay, last time si Duterte, compare natin, ha? In the first SONA, nandun na yung paglumaban, which is just a statement of law, di ba? Tama ba ako, attorney? No? Statement of SOP, yung paglumaban, barilin. Di ba?
Oo,
Sa SONA, nababanggit
tama
yun.
naman yun.
Anything
Pag lumaban,
near
kasi rules of engagement yan. Do not fire until you're fired upon.
Oo. But when you're fired upon, ano ka? Peace tayo, peace,
Tama
peace.
naman yun.
I love you, bro. Come on, bro. Huwag mo kong Berlin, bro. Ganun.
Oo.
Hindi.
Pero pag
anyway.
laban, barilin mo.
So, hindi ka presidente, so huwag tayong ganyan, no? Hindi natin yan pwedeng i-promote. Pero, tayo, wala pa nga rin ako nakikita. Handsome lang daw yung ano ba yan? So, ibig sabihin wala talaga.
314 ang nanonood, 129 lang yung nag-like at saka nag-share. Ay, ganon.
Wala.
Ganon.
Mahina tayo, mahina. Wala tayong,
Fine,
tayong kadating-dating.
Fine.
Kayo, kung hindi man lang kayo mag-like, hindi kayo mag-share, mag-stars na lang kayo. Di ba? Pwede naman. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Sige. Okay, fine.
Okay,
Stars na lang.
tuloy.
Alright. So, attorney, pogi kayo daw, sabi nila. So, wala kayong nakita or narinig sa ating SONA na gano'n?
Wala.
Kung wala,
bakit mo tinatanong yan? Bakit mo tinatanong yan?
Kasi yun yung ating subject matter kahapon, di ba? Yung pluralism, pluralist elitist, sila ay may pinupuntiryang misyon sa mundo na talagang turugin, tirisin, yung mga kagaya daw natin na mga kampon ng mga populist na mga leader. At yung kanilang example...
Akala ko kasi, ang itong sinasabi mo kung meron ba kayong nakitang mga ganong declaration ni PBBM, kasi yun yung mga declaration of policy. At kung gano'n ang policy, ganun ba yung lumalabas sa review ng Freedom House?
Kaya
kasi sinasabi
justify ba?
Mababa yung score natin dahil policy daw ng gobyerno na apihin ng mga journalist. Meron ba gano'n na nakita kayo kanina?
May nabanggit pa about
I will make a plea on the journalists as policy. Meron ba gano'n? Parang wala.
Kahit na hindi ganun kahit hindi ganun ka harsh, kunwari increase, I ask this Congress to increase the penalty on cyber libel.
Meron bang gano'n? May gano'n nangyari?
May gano'n? O di kaya, I ask this Congress to pass a law to recriminalize subversion. Meron? Wala.
Meron ba ganon?
Di ba?
Parang wala
Good afternoon pa lang.
Meron din ba, Meron din ba meron bang ipakulong lahat ng mga miyembro ng LGBTQ+?
Yan.
Meron, wala?
Meron. Ilan sang sa krus?
Wala rin.
Ang mga... wala. Okay, so anong basis nung ating ni-review kahapon? Di ba? Sa kanilang assessment
si
sa atin.
Duterte kasi ang nagsabi noon. Kasi wala pang SONA si PBBM noon .
Yeah, but the assumption is this will be worse. Di ba? Because this is now the return of martial law. Okay, may nabanggit ba si Presidente tungkol sa martial law?
Meron ba siyang binanggit na magma-martial law ako, trip-trip lang? Ganon?
Hindi nga. Sino Risa yung hindi pumapalakpak? Ito gusto ko itong gusto ko itong tanongin. Sino Risa? Risa Ontiveros? Siya na daw yung di ba, lead opposition.
Kala ko lead, Lead Salamat Doctor.
She has to role play kasi pinangalanan na siya, bininyagan na siya ni Ma'am Lenny.
Rilon na pangalan siya.
Si Lenny din. talagang inano na siya na she's now the leader of the opposition. So, leader of the opposition, hindi pwede.
Pero ilan lang ba sila? Dalawa?
Si ano,
Wala
Joel.
na.
Joel. Si Joel.
Villanueva.
Oo, kasama ba si Joel doon? Ay, hindi. Ganun galing yun si Joel eh.
DDS yun eh.
Hindi, ganun yun siya. Pagdating ng election, yun siya sa kabila. Tapos, ganun na naman. Kasi, mga ano yun sila, they believe in the voice of God. So,
Okay.
hindi naman tayo mga anong tawag nito? Mga populist na hindi tayo tumatanggap sa mga pabali-baliktad. Okay na yun.
Teka muna, magpasalamat muna tayo kay ano. Nila Layog.
Oh, yes, Ma'am Nila.
Lang message ng merong number na kulay orange pa.
Meron pang isang LP. Sino pa yung isa?
Alin?
Meron pa rin isang LP. Oo nga, dalawa yan sila. Meron pa isa. Sino pa kaya yun?
Si ano?
Sino?
Si
Who else?
Ay, hindi pa lang.
Wala na.
Si ano? Si Poe.
Speech na kanya. Ha?
Si Poe.
Hindi liberal si Poe.
Diba?
Laging sama-sama kay Cheese yan eh. Pansin mo?
Dalawa na lang yata sila. I think dalawa na lang sila.
Oo, yeah. Kawawa. Doon sa Congress kaya, ilan sila?
Hindi ko alam.
Kung ilan ang bumoto kasi sa sa speaker, di ba? Yung opposition yung hindi bumoto. Tama ba? At,
pero kung sino yung minority floor leader, yun yung opposition.
Yes. Kasi in Congress, hindi yun by party, no? Whoever votes for the speaker is now part of the majority. And, ayun. Can you tell us, yung experience mo, attorney, sa panahon ng ikaw ay nasa Kongreso pa, nakakita ka na ba ng isang, sinong presidente nun?
Si Erap.
O yun. Si Erap is one ano ba yung classification ni Erap? Populist ba yun si Erap?
Populist daw siya.
Oo. Right-wing populist. Sa kanilang graph. Si Erap was right-wing populist. No, left-wing populist. Tapos si Duterte ata yung right-wing populist. Okay. Pero nagsimula sa left. Okay. So, populist yan nakakategorize yun. Kayo na nasa Kongreso noon, what kind of orders do you receive from Malacanang? Yung legislative agenda? Nasa majority ba siya noon? Congressman boss mo? O minority?
Nasa kay Gloria siya kampi.
Mga Spice Boys sila, so hindi sila nakakatanggap ng mga
Spice Boys.
Spice Boys yun sila Cheese, di ba?
Sila
Cheese Spice Boys.
Hindi, si Cheese sa yun, side yun ni Erap.
Ni Erap. Side ni Erap. So ang tawag sa kanila ay
Smart Boys.
Meron ba? Sure ka? Smart Boys.
Sila yung mga matatalino daw.
Tama.
Yung Spice Boys sila yun. Ang Spice Boys ay itong
Senate President.
Senate President ngayon.
Yeah.
Yan. Sino pa ba? Nani Perez.
Uy, kayong mga bata na nandito nanonood, dapat malaman nyo yung na yan, yung mga Spice Boys. Si Coco Pimentel, Coco Pimentel went straight to the Senate. Kasi nga, use your cocote. Daw siya he's top-notch chair ng bar, so hindi na niya kailangan dumaan sa Kongreso.
Ganun siya.
Is there such a thing? Okay. Now,
meron siya.
So, hindi kaya nga, you serve under a Congress with a populist or branded populist president. We're not believe that president just drunk every day. So, how did it feel to be persecuted in Congress and you were in the minority?
Okay lang naman. There was no...
Did you have any political rights?
Meron, marami.
Explain mo nga kung ang isa bang ikaw, chief of staff ka, di ba? Ng isang congressman.
Hindi ako chief of staff.
You are the nominal chief of staff kasi ang chief of staff nga, kailangan kamag-anak, no? So, di ba? Tell our audience, In that bansag by foreigners, hindi naman tayo ang nagbansag sa kanya noon eh. Yung mga predecessor pa ni Reza, yung mga kung sino man yung mga doon, promotor ng mga ganong klaseng pag-iisip. Tell us, did you ever feel that you were being persecuted in the minority at that time during Arab's term?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like,
Si Arab kasi, ang pakiramdam ko doon, pakiramdam ko sa kanya ay para siyang diplomat, para siyang compromiser. So he can make a compromise between anybody, even his staunchest enemy. Because parang pinapakita niya na walang mawawala sa akin, Brad. Ang yaman ko na. Parang ganun. Tsaka gentleman yun siya sa mga babae, mga congresswomen. So talagang so walang problema sa kanya kahit na parang idaan na lang natin sa inom. Mamaya, party tayo, punta ka doon O di kaya magbarahan tayo. Ganon siya.
During that time, sinong popular na, sino naging presidente na nakatrabaho niya sa Congress?
Anong tanong mo?
Sinong nakatrabaho niyo sa Kongreso at that time na naging presidente? Barkada mo yun, di ba?
Ang naging presidente na si Noynoy. Miyembro ng Kongreso noon.
Anong ginagawa ni Noynoy at that time?
Hindi ko siya nag-yoyosi sa loob ng kwarto niya.
Was he an active congressman? Like, alam mo yung BCB, ganyan? Kasi
hindi mo siya masyadong makikita sa Kongreso.
Kay Erap ba siya? Was he with your boss na
minority? Hindi. I think katribo niya si Gloria.
So, dun siya sa kabilang side? Di nga. Di katribo ng boss mo. Kasi nandun din kayo, di ba? Dun din kayo kay Gloria side, di ba?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you were the ones who were persecuted kasama si Noynoy Aquino.
Actually, wala kang nape-persecute. Wala kang nape-persecute noon dahil okay yun si Erap eh. He took care of the opposition. Ang ayaw kay Erap noon, pare, ay yung mga oligarchs. Yun yung kalaban niya doon, oligarchs. Kaya nga, if you want to apply our analysis of elitism and pluralism to Erap's time, it is not the other congressman or the other official of government that was his enemy. His enemy were the oligarchs, the elite members of the citizenry.
The rich and the famous and the rent-seeking. Spice Boys were the youngest members. Okay, sino to sila? Ayan, gusto ko malaman, Subiri, Marojas, Cheese Escudero.
Wala, hindi kasama si Mar dyan. Wala pa si Mar niyan.
Kasi si Mar went from PTI to the Senate. Hindi naman dumaan ng Congress si Mar, di ba? His barbers,
hindi dumaan ng
Defensor. Yun. So magkasama pala
si Mike Defensor, yung mga taga-Bohol, si Nani something, nakalimutan ko ang apelyido. At saka yung boss ko.
Tama, at saka yung nasa kapila sila Mike Defensor.
Hindi, sina Mike Defensor yung Spice Boys.
Mali ata to. Sino ba itong... Hindi to sila magkakasama. Si Cheese kasi Arab boy to.
Oo, hindi yan sila
magsasama ni Hindi sila magsasama ni...
yung Spice Boys, si Subiri, si Ace Barbers, si Mike Defensor, yung mga medyo matatanda na, yung boss ko, medyo bata pa, kabatch nila yan. Tapos, kami rin yung nag-draft ng impeachment ni Erap. Kami rin.
Yan. Isipin mo, kayo na nag-draft ng impeachment ni Erap, hindi man lang kayo natunugan ng mga nasa majority ng yung mga populist. Hindi kayo natunugan, hindi kayo pinagbawalan, hindi kayo... Kaya nga, yun nga daw bansag eh.
Ang kasi, at that time, ang nababad trip din ng konti kay Erap ay yung oligarch din na congressman. Hulaan mo sino yon. Yung boss ng kaibigan nating si Royce. Yung voice.
Oh, who was the
Yung boss
Speaker
ng
of the
kaibigan
House?
natin sa
Okay. Who was the Speaker of the House? Dahil bad trip siya kay
na
Erap.
na na na
Kaya niya
ano speaker
pinayagan
siya
the
na
House
oligarch din.
na oligarch.
Yan.
Alright, so that
Importante
explains
dyan,
it.
oligarch.
So the opposition had the free hand to do what they did because the Speaker of the House was actually okay, nice explanation, nice explanation. But
Naalala mo yung sino yung nagbasa ng mabilisan pagkatapos ng ng lupang hinirang? Pagkatapos
sino
ng
nga?
lupang hinirang prayer, mabilis na binasa yung impeachment articles of impeachment. Yun. Siya yun.
Yan. At saka ang nasa kabila nun si Didagen din ng Galen. Mr. Speaker. Popular yung mga soundbites na yan noon.
At saka si Gonzales yung nanampal ng
Sergeant at Arms.
Sergeant at Arms.
Alright. So these things that we're talking about is not too far away from our history. That was just about 10 years ago, 12, 15 years ago, or no?
Thereabouts.
6 plus 6 plus 9. What is that? 20. Haba na pala, no? 12 plus 9, 21 years ago.
Yes.
And since then, sa kategory ng kanilang listahan ng mga populist leaders sa buong mundo, nakalagay yan si Erap dyan, and then ang sumunod dun si Duterte. And then the next populist president na si Duterte, alam naman natin ay uncanny sa kanilang categories. Bumoto ng eleksyon, umalis na maayos, hindi naman nagplano na hindi pa upuin yung nanalo ng eleksyon. Di ba? So, wala talagang basis. Tama?
Hindi siya hindi siya nag-fit sa profiling na ginawa ni Maria Ressa sa international media. Nang sinasabi ni Maria Ressa that there is a long-standing consistent policy of ganito, dictatorship and violence and all that against private citizens, mga ganito, ganyan. Hindi nag-fit kasi nakikipag-usap siya sa mga ibang sa kanyang inauguration. SONA ba yun ang inauguration? Kinausap niya kagad yung mga makakaliwang nagrarally doon. Alam mo yun, na sa simula pa lang hindi pa nila alam kung anong stance ng presidente. Hindi pa sila galit. Wala pa silang reason para magalit sa kanya. Inibitahan niya at sila naman yung 'di ba? Nag-asal hayop doon. Yung nag-asal hayop doon. Tapos sinasabi niya na ang lahat ng Pilipino ay poprotektahan ko dahil ito yung bansa ko, mahal ko ang Pilipinas. Lahat ng tao dito may karapatan kahit mahirap yun sila.
Okay.
So, uunahin ko yung mga mayayaman na mga drug lord dyan na naninira ng buhay na mahihirap. Good luck sa inyo, sabi niya. So, paano naging yan? Naging oppressive sa mga mahihirap. Pinagtatanggol ng mahihirap. Diba?
Yun.
Tagilid yung profile ni Ressa.
Okay, but ang international community does not watch our SONA. Diba? In the same way that we do not watch the SONA of the United States, we also do not watch the SONA of wherever. Tama? What we know about the leaders in other countries and what is happening there is purely based on what we see on the news. Tama? Now, pag binitbit ng isang news from the ground na ang kanyang network ay naka-register or alam mo yun, from the ground, you would believe that if we were the audience from outside the Philippines. Tama?
Teka muna, sagutin ko muna ito si RJ Shell.
Okay.
Si President Arroyo po nung panahon na yun ay hindi congresswoman. Siya po ang vice president. Okay? Wala siyang kinalaman doon sa Kongreso. Kung meron man siyang
Pero
kinalaman ay
Sa
hindi bilang
pagplano.
congresswoman.
Bilang
Pero
makikinabang.
kahit kami, hindi, ewan ko sa boss ko at saka sa mga Spice Boys, if they knew that if ERAP is removed, okay, ERAP is removed, that Gloria would be installed as president. Kasi kami mga taga-UP na nag-aaral noon, kami taga-UP na nag-walk out noon nung nalaman namin na hindi pinabuksan yung mga sobre.
Second envelope.
Akala namin, tanggalin lang yung presidente and then baka mag-eleksyon o baka ganito ganyan. Pero hindi namin sukat akalain na pagkatapos namin nagpuyat doon ng 3 araw sa EDSA, si Gloria pala ang gagawin presidente. Hindi namin nasabi.
Yun. So that's okay. That we were all, I was in the media at the time. We were all witnesses to that, and then we were all happy when it happened, and we were all sold into this the impression na kailangan talagang palitan yung presidente. Kasi kami, even if we were in the media, nandun kami sa probinsya, doon kasi nag-start na baba, our source of information for all of this was also just the TV.
The media. ABS-CBN Channel 23. Yan ang pinapanood ko nun kasi I had no other channel na pwedeng mapanood eh.
So the entire framing,
Channel 23.
The entire framing of the story was coming from one source. And depende nga kasi yan sa kung paano pinagtagpi-tagpi ang kwento, di ba? Doon mo mafo-form ang iyong political stand. Yun yung ini-explain nung nasa video natin kagabi, diba?
That is correct.
Yes,
I can say that of myself. Kasi at that time when I was in law school, first year lang ako doon dahil 99 yan eh, 99, 2000 din yan. 2000 pala kasi 2001 nung teka muna. Mga 99 nga yata yan, 99.
Si Erap, 1990.
Y2K president siya, di ba?
Yeah. Kasi si Ramos was 98 natapos, si Erap 98 pumasok kasi gitna. And
tama.
then that impeachment
1999
happened.
after 1 year.
Plus 4.
Tinagal siya.
Pinapaplanuhan na yan? Hindi. 4 years.
Siya.
4 years after. 3 and a half
Hindi
years after.
Hindi niya natapos yung kanyang term eh.
Kaya nga, 3 and a half years. Nakatiming yun.
Ang ano naman nun, ang reklamo naman namin kay Erap was not because of corruption in government or stuff like that. Yung morality lang niya. Yung morality niya. Yung personal morality niya. Yun yung pinoprotesta noon ng mga oligarchs at saka yung mga rich ladies doon sa Makati.
Okay.
Yung sa impeachment ni Erap, yung marami doon mga matatanda na sama-sama sila magkakatabi-tabi doon sa side yung mga rich ladies of Makati.
Ito yung magandang tanong. So, who among you remember what was the issue of that impeachment? What was the root cause why we had to remove the president? What was it all about? Who would remember? Sige nga. Paano na kaya if ang Pilipinas katulad ng Myanmar, they persecuted democratic activists, RIP for na persecuted. If katulad ba? Okay. Wait, Myanmar is Burma, right? Nandito yung Rohingya, right? Tama?
Plunder yung kinasok kay Erap.
Okay.
But at that time, hindi pa krimen ang plunder. After what happened to him, plunder was enacted into law as a crime. Pero
but what did he steal? Was it government money?
Krimen yung plunder. Sinasabi na binulsa daw niya yung mga pera, yung mga kasi doon sa kanyang lifestyle na pangunguta ay pagsusugal, mga ganito ganyan. Tapos doon sa gambling na 'di ba yung
sugal
yung sa loto.
Floating
loto.
Floating.
Yan yun.
Okay. So it was just about money or from wedding, okay, from a casino, and ano. So tama si Attorney Jan. So from the very first year, the build-up of the president being an immoral person was already starting, no? So yung
Hmm.
kanyang immorality was being highlighted, and the poor who elected him or the majority who elected him parang ay, alam nyo, hindi naman yan yung aming, hindi naman yan yung tatrabaho para sa amin. Okay? And then all of those stories were circulating that he was just drunk all the time, gano'n, drinking Petrus. Naalala mo yung Petrus? Okay, Petrus, one of the most expensive wines sa Malacanang daw was just like water. Kahon-kahon. Okay? And then, that's it. So, based on those storytelling alike, we all agreed to impeach the president. Now, that is one way of using media, to cast a bad impression out of a person. But if you
But he
also
was
have
not
control
impeached.
over the media,
He was not found guilty in his
yes,
impeachment
we
case.
know that. We know that. It was not finished, no? There was
Hindi
ins
kagaya
and
nung
outs.
kay Corona na na-impeach talaga siya. Si Erap ay hindi na-impeach dahil naging impatient na yung mga tao dahil doon sa kanilang software na hindi mabuksan. Dahil
Okay, but
yun lang yung kanilang basis talaga for hoping na makonvict siya. At nung
okay,
hindi na nga inalaw yun,
uh,
is wala na tayong ebidensya nito. Wala, mag people power na lang tayo. Ganun.
right. Kasi walang due process, walang justice, tama? Pero okay, technically he was impeached by Congress. Okay? Ang hindi nangyari is the
He was not
conviction.
found guilty.
He was not found guilty of the articles of impeachment by the Senate. Okay, so yun yung technical term. Now that is one use of the media to cast a different view to the audience. Yun yung pinag-usapan. Another function of the media, which I am very, very well aware of, is also to deflect the view of the audience from a certain subject matter. Okay? Because if the media will not pick it up, ang nangyayari is, mute ko muna si Attorney, mukhang inuubo. So, okay, so when the media is deflected from a certain subject matter, when the media deflects a certain subject matter from the public's attention, what will happen is yung normal na ang nangyayari dyan is economic, hindi politics ang punteriya. Okay? Because the role of media in a populist, elitist system, not just the media but all communications channels pluralist, elitist, okay, is to manipulate the public's thinking and the public's political stand or social point of view, opinions, everything, no? For the purpose of one, political domination or political control, and second is economic control. So when you have economic objectives, one of the most important tools is the media's ability to hide matters, to hide things. Okay, like what are we talking about now? For example, when Meralco was owned by ABS-CBN, you would almost not hear any issue against against Meralco, aired on all media. Okay, now one of the biggest issues faced by Meralco at the time of Erap's impeachment or Erap's presidency was the franchise na mag-expire. Franchise ng Meralco na mag-expire. Okay? Now, they needed Erap to kumbaga rally the senators who were against the Lopezes. Remember, this was about what year again? 1999 plus 3. Okay, that is 2000. one or two, all right? And that was just how many years away from EDSA revolution. Okay? So, 1986,
First
okay, ito
EDSA?
ang pag-presidency ni Arap. Yan, the first EDSA. So, 1986 plus 4 is 90. Plus another 10 is already 2000. Tama? So, you were just 13 years away from the original EDSA. And you have people there in government, remnants of teka lang ha, kasi yung aso ko, saglit lang. Oh. Oops.
Okay, may problema
Sabi ko
tayo
nga
sa aso.
kanina, hindi kasi yung aso ko, bagong panganak. Sino gustong bumili ng aso? Magsabi kayo. Okay. So,
Pamigay mo
13
na lang.
years
Ayaw
away
mo na
from
ibenta
EDSA.
yan.
Okay. Ganito yan, attorney, no? So, 13 years away from EDSA, doubtful ang ownership ng mga Lopezes kung paano nila nakuha ulit yung Meralco. Isang naki-issue yan at the time. So, they needed ERAP to help them secure the renewal of the 25-year franchise of Meralco. And not only that, they had bigger plans. Alam niyo yung franchise ng Meralco na ni-renew? That was not a simple renewal. That was a consolidation of several other franchises renewed into one big franchise. So they needed the
super
president to
franchise.
rally. Super franchise yan. Umabot yan ng Lucena. Kaya, di ba? Hanggang Quezon, Meralco. Pataas, Meralco. Dati, Metro Manila lang yan. Right? So they needed a president who would rally first the congressmen and then next the senators. Yung congressman ata, nakuha na. Kayang alam mo na. Kayo, nasa congress kayo nun. Ano bang binoto ng boss mo nun sa franchise ng Meralco? Go. Siyempre,
Hindi ko maalala.
Hindi ka naambunan. Okay. So, they
Hindi
needed
talaga. Wala akong ambon doon.
Okay.
Sweldo ko lagi lang.
If you will review this issue, you will even see a daughter and a son from these families marrying and another writer who is part of the family talking about this being about the franchise deal. Okay, and that happened in 2001, and year of his presidency. But by the time na mag-expire na talaga, berserk na itong kabila. Okay, because if Meralco will lose its franchise, and on the other side, you have Juan Ponce Enrile in the Senate, okay, was not yet their close friend. Another close friends pala. They're very close friends after this. All right? They had to cash in. Kahit na si kumpare pa yan, kinasal na yung mga anak natin, hindi ka makakatulong sa prangkisa ko. You're out. All right? Now, that one is a theory, but facts will bear it out. Alright? Na itong panahon na to, was about the Meralco franchise. Now, that Meralco franchise was also at risk because not only was it becoming big, it was also at risk because Meralco was cheating the customers in Metro Manila. And they didn't want that information out because pag lumabas yun, na nag-overcharge sila ng mga customers, kaya yung prangkisa nila? Hindi. So that had to be under wraps. So the media had to talk about other issues and not that one. Okay? Long story short, they were able to hide that Meralco overcharging issue. Never yan lumabas sa ating kamalayan. Tama, Atty? Na merong overcharging issue.
Kaso yan eh.
Yes, may kaso, but
eventually, pinabalik ng Supreme Court yung pinarefund. Pero during that time, hindi pa alam yan.
After they got the franchise, saka lumabas yung that all those years na nasa issue yung franchise nila sa Kongreso, meron palang malaking halaga na overcharge ang Meralco na hanggang sa ngayon nata hindi pa naibabalik. Okay? But that issue was hidden during the franchise hearings, na-overshadow. Just like today. And related to this one, there is one big issue that is hidden simply by the SONA. While we are all engrossed there, yesterday, in-publish nila para kung lalabas man ito later on na parang paano nangyari yan na nagkaroon ng deal na ganyan. And you must have seen this post kanina. And, okay, all right. The weird thing here is, okay, you search it if you have access there to the internet. You search First Pacific Holdings and DIR compromise. Fine. If there are any other news about it, except the one that comes from Rappler and another one from Business Mirror, and then some unknown na mga international looking parang ewan ko kung ano yan, but nothing from our mainstream media about it. Right? So why Rappler? It will also come into play now. So when you publish something for the purpose of establishing that it was published, anong tawag dyan natin fire for effect, di ba? Kung sa army, fire for effect. You do it that way. So
Hindi ano yan, planting rice.
Planting evidence. Okay?
Planting
evidence. Oo. Kasi ganito yan, ha? So, is this a real issue that I am talking about? Right, I will share with you itong what is this decision? Okay? The decision is this. Alright. This decision was entered, actually, mali pala ako, I thought this was 11. No? This is 17, June 17. Alright? First Philippine Holdings is the owner of Meralco before. And they are also the owner of our power generators. You do not get to know them, but this is one of the biggest holdings in the Philippines. Alam niyo ba magkano assets ito? Nasa round estimate is 400 billion pesos. Right? It's that big. And that information is important. Now, this judgment says here that they, meaning they is this Court of Tax Appeals. If you are not familiar with the Court of Tax Appeals, ito yung katabi ng Sandigan Bayan na attorney dyan sa may Agham Road.
Hindi, magkaiba yan.
Kaya nga, they're magkatabi sila. Sino ba yung katabi ni Court of Tax? Ombudsman, sorry. Hindi Sandigan Bayan. Kasi Sandigan Bayan is in Commonwealth, tama?
Nasa Commonwealth.
So itong nasa Agham is the Ombudsman. Tama?
At saka yung Tax Appeals.
Yan. So the Court of Tax Appeals is there. Ang level nito ay parang Court of Appeals. Correct? And ang decision ba nito ay inaakit pa sa Supreme Court? Hindi na. About
Siyempre,
tax matters.
lahat ng desisyon ng mga korte will end with the Supreme Court.
But not to the Court of Appeals. From there.
What do you mean? Yan, the case that comes out of the CTA will not go to the Court of Appeals because that is the Court of Appeals for tax cases.
Alright. Okay, so parang alaman nyo lang na ganyan yan kataas. And mostly, mga decision dyan, puro lang yan, ina-uphold ng Supreme Court. Right? So now this is a judgment on compromise agreement. So there was a compromise agreement now dated October 5, 2020. Right? October 5. Gumagalaw na ba yung screen? Tama? Nakikita nyo? Yung hinighlight ko na blue. Page 1 pa lang.
Yung Court of Tax Appeals. Ang naka-highlight pa lang na nakikita ko, pa lang na naka-highlight ay Court of Tax Appeals.
Oh, late na naman. Okay. Alright. So there, okay, dahan-dahanin ko na lang. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? Ganyan ko. Did that move? Did it move?
No.
No? Okay, how about this? Yan. Nandun na yung naka-highlight na si ano. Ha?
I don't see anything.
My God. Wait. So you cannot see what I'm seeing.
We are seeing something,
Huh.
but not what you are looking at.
Oh my golly. How about that?
Yan, nakikita namin before this, yung this ang na-highlight.
Alright. Ito. Oops. So, late ang ating video.
Ito lang namang papel, yung mga papel na pinupost ni na ano mo.
How about that? This. Okay, this. Okay yan? Yung this ang highlight?
Yan nga. Yung this yung highlight mo.
Alright, good. So, it's moving, ha? So, this one is October 5, 2020. What happened before this? Okay? Gumalaw na ba? Alright, this decision is quite weird because it just says, okay, I'm just skimming through this decision. Ito yung nilagay ko sa post ko na kaya nyong i-download immediately using that site from the Court of Tax Appeals, so cta.judiciary.gov.ph, and then meron sila search doon for cases, and then yung EB2267, no? Yung kanyang number. Now, this one just approves.
Downloadin. Ipaliwanag mo na lang.
Ang ibig ko lang sabihin, ang ibig natin sabihin dito is, this one simply approves. Attorney, paki-explain na lang yung function ng judicial approval ng isang compromise agreement.
Yeah, approve niya. Kung merong kasi yung compromise agreement will take the place of the judgment part because it will comply with the dispositive portion, yung kanyang penalty. Kung halimbawa sa kaso you are found guilty of non-payment of ganito ganyan, sige, therefore I order you to pay this. Okay? So naging decision, tapos nag-compromise sila. Yan ba yung nangyari dyan? Pagkatapos ng decision of finding na liable ang company na yan, saka sila nag-compromise. Yun ba yung intindi mo dyan?
Yes. No, it is really the sequence of events. Alright. So ang kinompromise sila na agreement is 130. Nakikita ko ba yung table right now?
Hindi.
Is there a table in your view? Walang table? No. Right. Let's just wait for it. Okay? Let's just wait for it. I-highlight ko and then maybe lalabas siya sa inyo. And this is how the 135 came about. Ano na nakikita nyo so far right now? Ano nakikita nyo, attorney? What do you see ba? What do you see?
Nakikita na walang papel, nawala yung papel.
Yan, so ibabalik ko para mas makikita nyo. Sorry mabagal ata yung internet eh. Inuubos ata ng anak ko doon, nagbabalorant. How about that? Is it there? Do you see the Not yet?
No.
Wala pa rin?
Not yet.
How about that? Oh. Yeah, about that. Oh, yun. I see it.
Meron na ba sa'yo?
There should be a table. There should be a table in front of you.
No, there's none.
There's none? What do you see? Nothing?
Nope. Yung ating background, usapang pagkakaisa.
And then blank? Wow.
Yes.
Hey, you're moving fine. I'm moving fine. So what is this? This is a technical issue or what? Anyway, so what I'm seeing here is...
Paliwanag ko na lang.
What I'm seeing here, and you will see it siguro later, na-delay ata yung ating graphics, no? Is income tax worth 76 million basic tax, okay? And expanded withholding tax amounting to, ayan, do you see it?
Wala pa rin.
Pero yung audio ko
Sige lang,
hindi delete.
patuloy, wag mo nang asahan
Expanded.
yan. Ipaliwanag
Okay.
na lang yung alam mo.
Expanded withholding tax amounting to 11 million. WTC, what is WTC? Okay, withholding tax din ata to eh. 19 million. And then the
World Trade
documentary stamp taxes amounting to 173 million. So ang pininalize ng
Okay.
Court of Tax Appeals na basic tax, wala pang interest, is 281 million. Alright? That is already a reduced version from the original assessment. Nakikita nyo na? Lumalabas
Hindi
na
pa rin. Hindi pa rin.
Hindi naman ito. Okay. How about that?
Hindi pa rin.
Alright. So, 281 million.
Hindi pa rin.
Alright?
Mm.
And then, nagkaroon sila ng compromise on the two biggest amounts. Na yung 76 ay ginawa na ng 33 at yung 173 ay ginawa na ng 69. Coming up with a round figure of 135 million. And all the interest and penalties done away with. Alright? Done away with. Napaka-smooth. And this was, okay, bakit siya umabot ng 1.2 billion? Kasi, galing dyan sa 281 million, may computation ng CTA, which I sent you, di ba? Yung screenshots, alam mo, Tony. Maybe you can upload it faster there. Yung screenshots na, no? Yung distribution ng 1.2
Hindi na rin kita marinig.
billion. Oh my God. I'll stop sharing this muna.
Hindi na rin kita marinig. Nag-stop ka na.
Hindi na. Wait.
Sa akin, sa akin.
How about dun sa audience? Magtatanong nga tayo. Naririnig nyo pa ba?
Hindi.
Oh, wait. I'll ask, ha? Can you hear me? Paki-chat daw kung naririnig nyo pa ako.
Ayan
Oh, yes daw.
nanonood ako sa show natin dito sa YouTube eh.
Oo.
Talagang delayed siya ng matagal.
Alright. No, but I'm asking, dun sa screen mo, can you see what I'm seeing? Dito sa ating screen sa ano?
What are you seeing? What are you seeing right now?
The table of penalties.
What I am seeing right now is, let me take a picture of this so you will see.
Okay, sige. Anyway.
Hintay mo. Para
Can you see, ano?
ka?
No, but to our audience, yes, you're saying that the audio is clear. But the question is, can you see what is on the screen, supposed to be on the screen? Wala pong table na nakikita. Okay. Alright. So it's blank?
Tingnan mo to. Kita mo?
galing.
Nakikita mo to?
Wait.
Ay, maliwanag eh.
So tayong
Ayan,
dalawang
wala.
ganyan?
Tayo lang dalawa sa gilid ang nakikita ko. Ay,
And then in the
yan,
middle, it's blank? Oh.
Yan lang nakikita ko.
Alright,
Yan.
nice. Congratulations sa atin dalawa. Ang galing. Alright, sige. Ganito na lang gagawin ko para dito sa mga tables na to. I will make a post on this one so that you can see the numbers. Alright? Mas maganda pa siguro yon. I'll cut out those tables and then make some explanation and then make a post. Now, why is this weird? Okay? Una, it's about the timing. The timing that this happened, okay, alam natin merong so if we can get Attorney Nick to shed some light on this one, there were amnesties around this time. So the question is, does this fall within the amnesty? Because if it did, di ba? If it did, then dapat yun yung ginamit na reason. But there's none. There's no mention about the amnesty. What is mentioned here is pinapa-approve siya ng CTA dun sa yung National Evaluation Board, which is a board that evaluates yung mga compromise agreements like this. And compromise agreements are, hindi yan siya yung tipong personal na, kunwari, tama yung sinabi mo kanina, hindi yan pera ni Dulay, pera yan ng tao. So si Dulay mismo, meron din siyang dapat sinusunod na rules. At ang rules na yan ay yung Revenue Regulation number 30-2002 and all its succeeding na mga amendments. Yung pinadala ko rin sa iyo, attorney, no? And si Attorney Nick ang pinakamagaling na mag-explain yan. No? Merong mga requisites doon kung ano lang yung pwedeng i-compromise at anong situations. And apparently, since they were making so much money around this time, kasi para pumayag ang BIR na makipag-compromise, dapat nalulugi yung kumpanya, or kung bayaran niya yan, mauubos yung kanyang assets. Alam mo yun? Wala sila doon. That 1.2 billion is nothing compared to their 400 billion asset. Okay?
Hindi sila nalulugi, ang yaman nga nila eh.
And in fact, that year, 2020, they had a net income of 24 billion.
Yes.
Based on their website. You can see it on that year, 2020. Now, si Court of Tax Appeals, right? If you will read its decision, sabi lang niya dito, okay, ang nakapirma dito, no, is yung president ng First Philippine Holdings, and then yung si Dulay, and ang nagpatagal nitong approval na to was pinapa-comply sila ng CTA na, sige, pa-approve niyo dun sa National Evaluation Board. I-provide niyo yung authorization yung si Puno galing sa board nila. Alam mo yun, even you can see it from the procedures of the Court of Tax Appeals was really maganda ba yung sabi, pissed off na parang gano'n. Now, so ang sabi niya lang dito sa dulo is a compromise is a contract whereby the parties by making reciprocal concessions avoid litigation. Paano pag i-avoid mo, tapos na nga yung litigation nito, di ba? A compromise agreement intended to resolve the matter already under litigation is a judicial compromise. Having judicial mandate and entered as a determination of the controversy, it has the force and effect of judgment. It transcends its identity as a mere contract between the parties as it becomes a judgment that is subject to execution in accordance with the rules of court. So hindi na sila paligoy-ligoy pa because ang dati nilang mga decision ay, okay, how do you get there? Okay, their old decisions you can also find in the Court of Tax Appeals website. Okay, ganito na lang. Naunang decision was in 2019. Now, that 2019 decision narrated there kung ano ang basis. And yung pinadala ko ba sa'yo, attorney, you still have it with you, yung screenshot? Yung 3 piraso, which I sent you. Kasi baka mas madali mo siyang i-upload. If you can find it, okay? Now, this decision was very long and it's 60 pages and talagang inanalyze ni Justice Grulla yung yung sitwasyon. So much so na yung original na amount na hinahabol ng BIR sa mga kumpanya na to ng Lopez's ay na-reduce yung basis ng decision from the original about 800 million na base, naging 200 something na lang siya. Alright? Wait, just give me 1 second. Maybe this will come out if I will just go direct to that part and then upload. Tayong dalawa na ba nakikita dyan sa natin? Attorney? Attorney, tayong dalawa ba nakikita dyan? Kasi
ang
subukan ko na mag-upload.
I-upload mo lang.
Kaya nga, na-diretso na dun sa graph, di ba? From nowhere, okay. Like here. How about that? Do you see that?
No.
Wala. So tayong dalawa nasa gilid lang. And then wala.
Yep.
Wow, this is so annoying. Okay? Okay. Nakakapag-play pa ka.
Ganito na lang. Anong file yan?
Anong file?
Yeah,
Yung
anong file?
pinupuntahan ko
Is
sa'yo
that a
kanina.
website? No, answer my question. Is that a website or a file?
If a file, a PDF file, which you can download
A
from
PDF
CTAS.
file. Okay.
Ah,
Open that PDF file in a browser.
it is already.
Okay, and then you share the window of that browser.
Yeah, that is what I'm doing. Okay, wait ha.
In that
I'll do it
case,
again. Okay,
do it
sige,
again.
sige, sige. Sige,
Ang
sige, sige,
gawin mo
sige.
na, there is another method. When you share, there's slides there. Okay, slides.
Aha.
And then you go to your computer dun sa baba, and then you find the PDF file and open it. Try
Oh, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Wait ha. Wait. Yeah, I'll do it your thing. Sige, i-ano mo muna ako. I-take over mo muna ako saglit lang.
I don't know how to take over because I'm not reading that stuff. But anyway, I will just greet people.
Yeah.
I will greet Michael Slautong, Maki T, DJ Rowena, si BLM. Is that BLM or BIM? Tuluyan. Shout out. Peka Peka, si Tiana Akari, Francis John Loxin, si James Bangseda, si Jenny Peho, Slith X, Athasia May Luzon. Ang ganda na pangalan na yan. Si Cho, si Cho ba yan? Cho. Oh, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Si, ano pa bang bago dito? Si Jezrain Makulit. Mm-hmm. Si Amy. Is that Amy or Almi? Okay. At saka si, ito, si Dennis
Sino?
Ronda. Si Cel Reyes. Hello. Komentarista. All right. Shout out. Greet me. Yeah, I'm greeting you now. Okay. Si Ruth. Tubadeza. Ganda ng apelido. Si Paul Villanueva. Si Mario Ruel. Kaya may black na screen. Nandito sa tabi na rin. Yan. Si Retchai 64.
Ngayon pala lumalabas, sir. Grabe, no?
Walang lumalabas.
Wala lumalabas. Oh, yeah. Okay lang, ha?
Wala.
Wait lang.
Jofil Junio. Inantok na si Jofil. Umalis na siya.
Yeah. Wow,
Si Reza Gray. Si Eugene Agustin. Si Lazaro Fajardo. Wala akong visual presentation. Sabi ni Adrian, okay naman dito ang audio. Nag-freeze lang si JP every now and then at wala yung screen na decision. That is exactly what I said.
I'm sorry about that, ha?
Si Mercy Tagalog from YouTube. Si hello pala to. We can pwede palang tingnan. How do you do this? Pwede palang tingnan yung mga Facebook lang. Okay, let's look at Facebook only. No, it doesn't work.
Dito pwedeng sa window.
Anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube,
okay.
sina Ka-Vlog, sina Enife, si Draw Simply, si Feisty Zest. Kamusta na dyan, brother? Si RG Shell, si Hill Ziapno from Texas. Alright, big hair country.
Okay.
Si Marites Caballero, Ordaniza. Si Enery.
Is it there?
No, it's not.
Okay, add ko lang. Yan. How about
I-add mo.
Yan.
Yan ang tamang gawin. I-upload mo as a PDF.
Alright, so it's there.
Yes.
Now, how do I move that?
Merong arrow dyan na i-scroll mo lang yung mouse mo over that screen.
Alright. There. So this was the original amount. Okay? This was the original amount that was levied against them. On this part here, yung una about the types of taxes, so maraming natanggal dyan kasi sabi ng Court of Tax Appeals, hindi yan covered. Dahil dun sa 2009 nangyari ang transaction, and there are some types of taxes there that will prescribe after 3 years. Na kapag hindi na-assess, 2014 to assessment nangyari. Hindi na-assess within 3 years, hindi na siya pwedeng but what remained there was some withholding taxes, the expanded withholding tax, the documentary stamp tax that was applicable for the taxes that were left, into the Now, do you see the amount? Okay. Now below, how do I go down there? Attorney? Let me see
Magano
if I
ka,
can-
scroll down ka ng mouse mo. Diyan o merong scroll bar sa right side.
Here?
Go there. In the actual window. The actual
Hindi
window,
ko siya
not the
makikita
window.
kasi this is the same window eh. This is the same
Okay.
window, not
You
the different one.
you click on this window, itong StreamYard, and then you press window button and right arrow. Pindutin mo
Wait.
yan.
Nawala pa ako, hindi.
Hindi ka nawawala.
Does it
Ayan.
move? That is
Scroll
move?
na.
Okay. Good,
Yeah,
good,
it's
good.
scrolling
Alright.
now.
Now, I'll go now down dun sa breakdown ng amounts. Alright?
Oh.
How did it come up to the 1.2 billion from that? Alright? Because it was here. Okay, there. Do you see that? Yeah. Alright. So this is how it is computed by the Court of Tax Appeals, no? Ang natira na lang dun sa mga basic taxes for IT, EWT, WTC, and the DSC's documentary stamp tax. Alright? That is 74. Lumalabas mo yung highlight? 74. Yeah. Okay. And then 11 for this amount. And then withholding tax 19. And then 173. And then the total there is 281. That is the basic tax. Meaning, wala pa mga penalties. And these are now the penalties for each item. Okay? Alright? And then you go down. The total is 1.2 billion. And this was in December of 2019. Right? Ang nagpirma niya is si Madam Julia. This is 65 page. Hey, Nico. Babalik na siya. Alright. So, ito si Justice Julia went to all the pain of analyzing of the hundreds of pages of tingnan niyo yung mga exhibit page 797 to 800. Alam mo yun, all of these numbers. And then the next few months later, ayun na, inano na ni BIR, nag-file sila ng MR muna si Lopez. And in March, it was denied, okay? And it was basically just this. All right? And then by October, they now filed that, palitan ko to, attorney, paano ba to? So I will just exit this or what? Stop ko muna, no? All right, I'll stop this and then I'll change this with another screen. Tama?
See.
Okay, all right. When you're on, all right. So, that was where the 1.2 billion na dapat makolekta ng ating gobyerno noong 2020 kasagsagan ng pandemya. Alright? At ang pinalit ay yung hindi nyo makita kanina na ang halaga ay naging 135 million na lang. So, ang tanong na dapat nating, you can help check it out. Did this compromise agreement actually represent or show na merong basis within the rules ng Court of Tax Appeals or no, not Court of Tax Appeals but the Internal Revenue Code.
BIR rules.
Oh, yan, yung Internal Revenue Code and its implementing rules, kung yan ay consistent doon. So this one is somewhere in the middle. Okay. Kasi kailangan ko siyang hanapin eh. Okay, the window will be where? Okay, Chrome tab. Chrome tab pala siya. And then, okay, wait, December. Okay, March, June 17. That's one. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So you see that or no?
No.
I'll just remove this one. Huh? You don't see that?
Okay.
Impossible.
Nope.
Wala na naman?
No, sir. Okay, what is this, a website or a PDF?
This is the same method that I did the last time.
Yung PDF mo niload?
Doon sa website.
Hindi, Kasi is this new one a website?
No, PDF.
A PDF file? Oh, do it.
Ah,
Yan. Yan,
since I'm
yan. Lumabas
ayan,
na.
lumabas yan.
Yan.
Okay, lumabas siya? Okay, good.
Hmm.
Now, all right, so the compromise was done like this. There. You see that?
Not yet.
Okay. So, the question here is timing. October 2020. In 2019 April, may nilabas ang BIR na implementing rules ng amnesty law which was passed in 2018. Okay, there was an amnesty in 2018 and supposedly magfo-fall to but merong requirements kung ano lang yung kasama dun sa amnesty law na yon. So you can look at that up also because yun yung malamang nilang ibabato dito na hindi, may amnesty yan But this decision doesn't say anything about amnesty.
No,
right?
It does not.
Now, so the question here is, where's Rappler in all of this? They're the only Philippine media who publishes
Who
it,
reported?
it, and no one else picked up except Business Mirror. And I don't know why. Business Mirror has
Ano ang source ng Business Mirror? Ano ang source ng Business Mirror?
It doesn't say. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, the Business Mirror piece may actually be fact-checked by Rappler later on. So what will be left is just them. Right? Now, I will just okay, ganito, yung before this came into a decision, June 17, anong effectivity niya, attorney? When will this become kumbaga final?
Same rules. 6 days kung Supreme Court na yan. Kung appeal siya I think it's 30 days, I'm not sure. But it will become final and executory after a certain period of time, which is not more than 60 days.
Who will have the authority to appeal this one? Is it the OSG?
Both.
OSG lang, no?
Both.
No. Like now, this is advantageous to them because part of this decision says that binayaran na to.
Kasi sandali. Kasi inacknowledge na ng korte na merong compromise agreement.
In fact, requirement ng court na magbayaran na before nila i-recognize.
Yun nga. So, nagkaroon sila ng compromise agreement and then nagkabayaran sila and then what they presented to court was the fact of the payment, not the fact of the compromise agreement. Tama?
No. The decision copies the compromise agreement. And right now, if you see it, as part of the preamble of this decision is the list of payments that was made already. Nakikita niyo to, hindi?
No, I am not seeing it. It's just the caption of the case that we are seeing.
All right. It will go down a little bit and it will just go down to the A, B, C, D. And in letter C, you will see that there has been payment amounting to 135 million. Do you see that? No, not yet.
No.
Okay, it says here, the original printouts of BIR form 0605 and EFPS or electronic filing system payment and confirmation with reference numbers, blah, 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 evidence amounting to 135 million. Right? Now, okay. I will, have you seen it already?
No.
Not yet. Okay. I will change the screen kasi makikita natin doon yung procedures in between. Alright. Why is this questionable? Well, una, it is a compromise agreement. Fine. Alright? It is very not only questionable but unconscionable na meron kang utang sa gobyerno na 1.2 billion na nanggagaling pa sa original ng 1.55 plus penalties plus interest. And yet, kaya mo lang palang i-compromise at what, 10%? 12% of the amount? Di ba? When in fact, yung batas ng amnesty, which is, let me just check the number. The amnesty itself, na nauna dyan, noong 2018, na hindi naman ata siya applicable, mga 40% lang yung pinapabawas nun eh. The law is, okay, I downloaded that earlier. Okay. I will put the numbers in my post na lang dyan about that. And then the most questionable thing is, why isn't there any media coverage on this matter? Right? Now next. Nakita niyo na ba yun? I will share itong stop sharing this one muna. And then I will show you how to get there. And when you get there, you will see this. All right. Okay. Window. Home tab. And that is CTA. It's a search decisions and resolutions. Case status. Right. Wait. There. You see? Oh my God. Yeah. No, not this way. May lumabas, wala. Hello? May nakikita ba kayo? Wala. Naluloko na talaga yung internet natin. Anyway, so the point here, the biggest issue here is why would the BIR agree with this company to just compromise these amounts, and what did these amounts actually represent? Right? Mahina signal. Yes, hindi ko nga alam kung bakit eh. Ang lakas naman. Okay. Let me just show you this. So the amount that is in question here comes from transactions in 2009. And that in 2009, what happened was, First Philippine Holdings sold a lot of shares of Meralco to Manny Pangilinan. And whether these assessments are about that, yan ang dapat natin malaman. Kasi ito ba ay may kinalaman sa Meralco? O ano bang binenta ng ABS, ng mga Lopezes to incur this much taxes na hindi nila binayaran? So what is wrong with this entire arrangement? And why is everyone silent about this one? Okay? Wait, let me just open that. Hindi ko makita. Ay, naku, ano ba nangyayari dito? Ben, ikaw muna magsalita ba? Kasi hindi ko nakikita eh.
Wala, napuputol nga ako eh.
Ikaw din, napuputol ka rin?
Nawala ka nga eh. Wala ako siguro yung nawala.
Nawala ka for a while. You were gone.
Yeah, nag-reconnect ako for the entire process of things. Magulo ang signal. Let's wrap it up kasi nagsasayang na ito ng oras ng mga tao. Bukas na lang natin to, ayusin natin to.
Ito na lang.
It's the internet connection. It's beyond our control eh.
Yes. And I think affected din kanina yung SONA, di ba? No?
I don't think, maybe kasi...
No, they were also affected, di ba? Yung mga tao doon.
Yes. We were affected by the SONA because they had to kill off the internet access in that area sa Batasan. So every traffic will have to go around that area to pass. So hanap pa ng ibang ruta yung signal just to avoid that area kasi ginam yan eh. Ginam yung area na yan. So I don't know kung na-restore na yung yung gateways and route I think
Do you
this
see
is
that?
the effect of that. No, I can still,
Okay.
I don't see anything
Okay, how
that you
about that?
shared.
How about that? Yan. Meron?
No, I see the website.
Okay. Do you see what's inside? Hindi rin. Can you see what's inside?
Very
Hindi.
small letters.
Very small letters. Okay, anyway. It would be better siguro if we just post this, no?
I-summarize na lang
Para,
natin
yeah, summarize that.
gawin na natin summarize and discuss it. We post the bullets on the summary and then we discuss
Yeah,
that like that. Oh.
all right.
So that we
So
don't have to
as
show
far
them
as
the decision.
okay, as far as this situation is concerned, there are many questionable things here. What was the transaction all about? Because at that time, there was this purchase of Meralco or transfer of ownership of Meralco from the Lopezes to Manny Pangilinan. Okay,
Okay.
and those amounts and those dates correspond with these assessments.
Mm.
And did we just kumbaga gave it up, kumbaga yung buong tax nung ano na yun, hindi na kolekta yung transfer of ownership na yun. Di ba? Yun yung mga tanong. These are all mga ano, meron pa ditong mga ano mga withholding tax. If you read the actual decision, magugulat kayo, no? Mga withholding tax na hindi nagko-coincide dun sa hindi yung mga empleyado nila kunwari, di ba, mini-withhold mo yung tax. So lahat na nakukolekta mong tax dito, dapat napo-correspond sa lahat ng sweldo nila, tama? Pagdating ngayon dito sa report, hindi na nagtutugma, mga ganun.
Anong finding ng korte about that? Anong comment ng court about
hindi
that?
Hindi na pwedeng i-kolekta dahil lumagpas dun sa prescription period. But the decision of Justice Drulia, the decision of Justice Drulia is, okay, this is what happened, but you cannot collect this anymore. This is beyond, ano. But she showed it. Alam mo yun, kung ako naman din si Court of Tax Appeals, di ba? Pagkatapos kong pag-isipan niya ng todo-todo, nag-MR pa kayo, and then after a few months, magko-compromise lang pala kayo. Hindi, magko-compromise lang pala kayo.
Right.
Di ba? So ngayon, this is now thrown back into the BIR and to the OSG, where time is going to move. No? And as far as this small letters na record is concerned, okay, I will just read here that the OSG received through mail on July 21, 2022. Okay? So that means may time ang OSG. There. Okay?
Palakihin mo.
Status, hindi ko siya mapapalakihin. I tried it several times.
Control tapos scroll up. Control tapos scroll up. Ayaw? Control at saka scroll up.
Ayun.
Ganyan.
You see? The entry here is that the OSG compliance stated 7. Yun. Di ba 60 days to for certiorari, tama? Ayun. So now that we have knowledge about this, we can actually ask the OSG, or alam mo yun, make some noise about this so that the OSG will look into this. Because the OSG received it. Meron na ba tayong OSG? Attorney?
Meron na.
Meron na nasa? Wala na. Hindi na si Kalina, di ba?
Pero meron na pumalit.
So the decision of June 20 was received June 22 by the OSG. Here. You know, judgment on compromise agreement received. There. No, that's the manifestation, but the judgment, the resolution. May, June,
balik down.
No, that was May. That's another resolution na wala yung copy. But this one is the resolution on the compromise. There. OSG is in June 28. There. So before Kalida left, this decision went to his office, but he's no longer there. And there was a transition. So if hindi to natin tutukan, the OSG may not be able to act on this.
Si Maynard ang ang bagong sabi ni comentarista si Maynard ang bagong SG.
Yun. So, kayo ang mag-decide kung anong dapat gawin.
Ganito. Let us tell them how it is, what it looks like when they do decide to do that. What we want the people to do is to understand that here is a very, very big tax liability, and it was found by the court and the Court of Appeals on that lower court, itong tax appeals, na meron ngang utang, in-uphold nga yung 1 something billion. 1.2 billion. Okay? And then, sa hinaba-haba ng kaso na yan, na magmula ng 2019 yan, ay dadating din lang pala sa punto na i-compromise lang din yung ganong kalaking judgment debt. Judgment debt na kasi yan hindi na yan siya utang na tax. Okay? That's already now a debt that is because it was ordered by the court. So, ang mangyayari dyan, hindi. Ano ang nangyari dyan? We don't know. How it happened that it was drawn out for too long, okay? Hanggang sa inabutan na yan ng prescription, naging paso na yung mga babayaran nila on certain withholding tax and all that. And then napilitan yung justice to himay-himayin yan because her office is mandated to come up with a decision that is based on facts and on the law. So wala siyang choice dan kundi himayin niya lahat ng ebidensya diyan na tinampak sa kanya ng libo-libong pages. Ginawa yan ng justice. At nagkaroon siya ng desisyon. And then ang desisyon ay not favorable to the company. Tapos nag motion for reconsideration pa yung company na yon, in-affirm pa rin ng korte na no, this is correct. You cannot there is no basis for reconsideration here. So in-impose pa rin yung original na 1.2 billion, sinasabi mo 1.3. And then tumahimik, and then bumalik, compromise na pala. Okay? Walang magagawa ang korte dyan na compromise, binayaran Okay, it's not up to the court to say na wag kayo na hindi pwede yung ganyang settlement. Kailangan mo bayaran yung buong utang na yan na in order ko. Hindi sa kanya yan kasi meron ding karapatan, meron ding mga provision sa ating tax code at saka sa kanyang mga implementing rules na pwede nga namang i-compromise yan para mabilisan dahil money that is needed by government is more valuable and more useful if it's already there right now. Okay, or as soon as they can get it. Because kung ipipilit pa yung 1.3 billion, kailan mo babayaran yan? Okay, so parang ang deal dyan is bayaran mo na ito ngayon, ganito. Isang bagsakan, bayaran mo ito ngayon ganito. Magkano kaya nyo? Okay? So ang sinagot siguro 120, 135.
130 yung unang offer.
Million. Okay?
Nag-offer siya 130 muna.
113 million.
Nagkatawaran pa.
Nagkatawaran, naging
135.
135 million. Okay, bakit yan ganyan? Okay, let's not think na unfair pa rin talaga yan dahil sa discrepancy ng price. Pero sabihin na lang natin, paano yan nangyari? Kasi kung halimbawa ako, desperate na akong makasingil. Kasi ang tagal-tagal niyan, hindi ako nababayaran, ang dami ko ng utang din. Okay? Ang desperado, kapit sa patalim, sasabihin, sige, bayaran mo na lang. Magkano yung pera mo dyan, bayaran mo, basta ngayong araw, bigay mo sa akin yung pera. Okay? And then, I will sign anything that will release you from the debt. Okay? Ganun ang nangyari dyan. Okay? Ganun ang nangyari dyan.
But so, are we really desperate in 2022?
Okay, so sasabihin, unang tanong dyan is, okay, now that is outside of the court's power to meddle in. Kasi kinompromise nga naman kung desperado ang BIR makasingil din, bahala sila. Basta, pagbalik sa akin yan, kailangan nabayaran na yan. Because
Mm.
I need to be satisfied that my decision is complied with.
Mm.
Okay? Otherwise, I will wait for other motions from the government to make sure that mababayaran nga yung in order kong utang na yan. Okay?
Mm.
So nung pinalik naman kasi sa CTA yan, may pinakita na bayad na to. Binayaran na. Kinompromise nga.
Hindi,
Pero
ni-require pa ng CTA. Ni-require pa ng CTA na ipakita yung proof. Okay?
kaya nga,
Now,
nakita yung compromise agreement and the resibo. Diba? Na-prove naman yan eventually pala. So, satisfied ng korte. Nabayaran eh. Okay? Pero ngayon, that is the part of the court. Okay? Ang part sa atin ngayon ito bilang taong bayan, bilang tayo yung sovereign, bilang tayo yung nire-represent ng Kongreso sa kanilang pag-impose ng mga tax na ito sa ating lahat, including ABS-CBN and First Holdings, whatever, ay tayo yung naloko dito. Kung meron tayong mahanap na discrepancy dito, na merong irregularity dito o sobrang laking unfairness, unconscionable na price to settle something that is so big and so quietly made. Kung ipapakita natin yan na maraming hinky dito, maraming irregular things na nangyari dito, including the timing that these things would actually happen while the transition of government is going on. So, all of these things don't seem to be too good to be true. It seems like this is an enemy action. It is not a coincidence. There is something that is happening here that is not planned by the universe, but planned by a more focused brain of a human being or human beings. And that brain of human being or human beings is malicious and deceitful. If we can prove that and demand of this government to annul that compromise agreement and again to let a bigger payment from this company, then we will be happier. But there are many things that need to be considered in order for the government to decide to do that. Kasi kung halimbawa, mag-iinarte na naman tong kumpanya, wala kaming pera pambayad, kung ganyan nga kalaki. At sabihin nila, na-prove na ng korte yan, bakit niyo pa babalik ta rin? Okay? So, there might be nothing we can do about it anymore. There might be nothing we can do about it anymore, but we can still do a lot of things to watch this company and group of companies from here on end. So that from now on, we will never be deceived again by these deceitful people. So that is the reason why we are doing this. Na sobrang hassle nito, binabasa natin itong kaso nito, napaka-boring, nakakabwisit. And all we take away from all of these things is just anger and annoyance before we go to sleep. It's not a fun thing to do every night. But sometimes, if you have to be angry so that we realize that we have been fooled as a sovereign people, then I think maybe we should put up with it every now and then. And that is what's going on to us right now, tonight. So, maintindihan sana natin na nabibwisit tayo at sana may kabuluhan tong pagkakabwisit natin. Di ba?
Yep.
Yan lang yan.
Ayun. Tama. And ako, babalik ko lang ng konti yung ating history na sinimulan. Where we started with them needing a president to give them a franchise for Meralco. And you can read all of this in the history of those times. This is about yun, panahon ni Arab. So in the end of that short story, love story pa nga na involved, you have Gloria sitting as president thanks to them. You know? And this thing happened at the last part of Gloria's presidency. And yun, may transition ulit. So walang tax na na-kolekta sa mga panahon na yan. So may kawin-kawin pa rin, di ba? Now, at the end of the day, pumalit si Noynoy, sila yung nag-assess niyan. Sila yung nagkaso niyan. Pero, if you want to read about what can be applicable, you go to the BIR's website, you find that revenue regulation on compromise agreements, and you will see there the rules, and then you do your own research. But, okay, I will do my part. Yung mga hindi nyo nakita, I'll just cut them
Magpatulong
into
tayo.
make a post.
Magpatulong tayo kay
Attorney.
Attorney
Yes,
Nick,
yes.
kasi magaling siya dyan talaga.
Yeah. So that we can make sense out of this, or we can make, we can know if there's still possible actions na available or remedies na available, di ba? Dahil tama pa lang yung oras eh. It's not too late. It's just 1 month and usually 60 days. Pwede mong...
Pwede pa yan. Pwede pa yan. There's something we can still do about that.
Yeah. So the silence of the entire media, okay, is also indicative of this
Enemy
elitist,
action. Enemy action.
pluralist, elitist
Elitist.
na style. All right.
Mm.
So there you have it. You can see it in both ways, whether they are teaching or withdrawing information from the public. And in this case, we've seen it done dun sa pag-acquire ng franchise ng Meralco. And if hindi nangyari yun, sino ba na-televise yung ABS-CBN franchise series? Diba? Kaninong idea yun? Was it Tico?
I don't know.
Or Alan Peter?
Pandemya kasi yun eh. Pandemya yun.
Pandemya.
So they had no choice. Oh.
They had no choice. Imaginein mo kung hindi natin yun nakita and nothing was told, we will continue to believe that wala talaga kasalanan yung mga yan. Right? And in the same way, yung franchise ng Meralco passed through that, pero hindi siya nahimay ng maayos because the public didn't know. And now, this time, there's reason to suspect that this is related to a Meralco transaction again, and it has to be hidden. And if you go to their website, there is a fact check there. Go to the FH, the First Philippine holding site. There is a fact check there actually, which is very interesting because it happens in 2020. There's a fact check posted in a company website. Okay? And they're disputing non-existent or hindi ko na mahanap na
Hanapin mo muna bago mo ikwento para hindi tayo mayari.
Hindi na natin mahanap yung niya, yung
kasi baka kasi si Attorney Nick mas marunong siyang maghanap niyan sa atin kasi hindi tayo tax lawyer eh.
No, I'm not talking about any detail now. What I'm talking about here is just the website of that news, the media company. Okay. Yung nag-investigate sa kanila, na gumawa ng blog. Okay?
Because
Attorney
Nick may be able to find the same things that company found when they reported it. Baka alam niya kasi paano gawin yan.
Yeah, hindi natin sinasabi na tama. Okay, hindi ko sinasabing tama, but ang sinasabi ko, the fact check that is posted there from 2020 is also coming from Rappler. Okay? So Rappler, Lopez Group, and Rappler again this time. So you have Rappler everywhere. There is a problem of the Lopez Group. Alright. Yun lang siguro kasi ang pangit na signal, mahirap mahirap magpatuloy. No? And we do not want to annoy our audience, lalo na nandyan si Attorney Ed.
Si Edward, do.
Oh, Vince Edward.
Eduardo Dongo. Good evening sa inyo lahat at maraming salamat sa papanonood. Si Maria Ligaya, face masyado to. Si Joel Ortiz, teka muna, may mga bago na hindi tayo nabati. Si Dali Dali, bago yan sila. Si Who's There?
Nakikita.
Si Juan Torres, si sino pa ba? Ella Misha, salamat sa yung 5 Eclavu, yung E. No, si Mangagoy o si JAM. Andyan, sino ba yung mga bago pa kanina nakita ko eh? Si Dennis Pagtakhan, si Alfonso Mendez, si Dimi
Tsaka
Devi,
si Kuya Kots.
si Evelyn. Bahala yan si Kuluko. Wala namang kwenta yan. Puro namang kalukuhan yan siya. Si Evelyn Rosal or Evelyn. However you say that. Si Mercy Tagalog, si Christina Mariano, si Gigi ba yan? Gigi Arroyo, si Amor.
Gigi.
Or kanina napasa na natin yan. Si Betchay, yeah, same. And Lazaro, yep, I have already read that. Si Adrian Pascual, ang ating kasama sa
Lai.
Hello.
Si Lai. Nabasa mo ba si Lai? And si Elmer?
Lai.
Oh, nasa doon
Elmer,
sila.
hindi
No?
pa.
Oh.
Yun.
Kabarang
Reza, si Reza.
guys.
Ay, marami pong salamat sa inyo for putting up with this really annoying stuff na napuputol-putol, nawawala-wala, mabatan. Yan.
Yes. So sorry, and we hope tomorrow will be better, no? Yung signal. Sana. So, ano?
Sivan Torres.
Masaya.
Nagbigay ng nagpadala ng message na may numero.
Ay, thank you, Van.
Salamat sa brother. Babae ba yan? Meron pang isang dangkal, Marigaya, Cheska, Santiago, mahogany, mangga. Mahogany.
Sige, i-end ko na lang with story from Bunny Biernas. Kilala niyo si Bunny Biernas, di ba? Napadaan ako sa post niya mga 3 days ago. Sabi niya,
meron pa, kabarangays.
Okay, go. Sabi ni Bunny Biernas, ang documentary ay hindi yan magiging historical piece or historical document in video form. Kahit anong klaseng documentary pa yan. So napaisip ako, paano kung nagtagpi-tagpi ka ng mga tunay na, di ba kasi may documentary na ni-reenact, tama? Di ba may documentary na galing talaga yung footage from the actual scene. So paano kung yung ganon? I wanted to prove mentally kung mali ba to si Van o hindi. And then I realized, kapag pinagtagpi-tagpi mo, maski original footages,
it won't mean anything.
Yung pagtagpi-tagpi mo na yan, may tao na nag-istorya. Di ba?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and that process will not make that a fact from that particular time. Di ba? Or the truth from that particular time. Kahit na
that is a new truth. That is a new claim. That is a new claim to truth. Di ba?
So, magtagpi-tagpi ka man ng kahit na gaano katunay na facts, hindi mo yan mabubuo into a truth for that time, for that particular thing, or for that particular incident, for that particular event. Di ba? So, facts do not make up the truth. They just reflect some truth. Right. So, masaya o malungkot?
Bad trip.
Malungkot.
Alon ng kapalaran, tumigil na sa iyong pang-aabuso sa akin. Ako'y nasindak ng alurin sa baybayin ng kahirapan at kalungkutan. Ang tindi ng sinabi ng aking kapalaran, wala na akong pag-asa, yurap na aking dangal, wala nang lugar pa akong masisilungan. O alon ng kapalaran, sana'y tumigil na. sinabi ng aking kapalaran, wala na akong pag-asa, yurap na aking dala. Wala nang lugar pa akong masisilungan, o walo ng kapalaran, sana'y tumigil na.